Well, hey guys, it's Pastor Mark with our first hashtag question for this week before we get to the start of Lent. As you know, on Tuesday, we're going to have Pancakes here as a fundraiser for our youth group. I know that in the church we went to in Kentucky, the pastor actually had people come over to his house and eat pancakes on the Tuesday before Lent started. Our home church in Burlington used to do the same thing, pancakes on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday started. So the question that becomes is, well, why then, Pastor Mark, do we eat pancakes on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday? Well, here's why. The Tuesday before Ash Wednesday is oftentimes called Shrove Tuesday. And it comes after the term of shriving that Christians used to do way back when, before Lent began. The act of shriving is seeking forgiveness for your sins and receiving then God's absolution or forgiveness for those sins. And so what would happen is on that last day when they are seeking forgiveness of sins before Lent begins, they would have a feast. And the food they would use for this particular feast would normally be all the stuff they had in their cupboards or in their pantries that they knew they weren't going to eat during Lent because they were going to give those things up. So what would happen is a lot of times during Lent, people would give up meat and fish, they give up fats, they give up eggs, they give up all kinds of milky foods. So what they wanted to do is to make sure that none of that stuff was going to be wasted because a lot of it wouldn't survive those 40 days of Lent until Easter Sunday. So what do? They would take all of those foods and combine them to make a feast. They would eat up all the foods they weren't going to be able to get to during the season of Lent. Now, this need to eat up all the fats is how we got the name Mardi Gras, which means Fat Tuesday. So sometimes you hear the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday referred to as either Shrove Tuesday or as Fat Tuesday. And so what happens is pancakes began to be associated with Shrove Tuesday as they were the one dish that you could take and use up all the eggs and fats and milks in the house with just the addition of a little flour. So that's how it came to be that we would have pancakes on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. And in fact, the ingredients for pancakes can also seem to symbolize the 4 points of significance of this time of year. If you think about it, the eggs represent creation. The flour represents the stuff of life. Salt represents wholesomeness, and milk, of course, represents purity. So friends, that's why we eat pancakes on Fat Tuesday, on Shrove Tuesday as part of our pre-Lent celebration. Because we know if we're going to give up all this stuff during Lent to try and sacrifice a little bit of ourselves, then we want to have the one day to indulge in it. And we indulge in all that stuff on Fat Tuesday. All right, friends, that's our hashtag question for this time. We'll see you again next time with another one. God bless.